It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. Well, for Orlando, it's been a very successful first half of the season for them. When the opportunity to win a ball game has been there for them, they have grabbed it over and over. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover.
Live from Orlando, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Magic at Amway Center. This is the last stop for the 76ers before returning back to Philadelphia. There's no question this game will put them to the test. Facing off against a team that has every expectation of beating them, they'll need to play a complete game to snare a win.
And an opportunity for them to even this thing up in terms of the season series. A team they'll see 4 times in all, a win here would boost their confidence in the matchup.
It sure would. They say the great ones always bounce back from a bad game. That goes for teams as well as players. I mean, they want to answer back for their last showing against this team and show what they're made of here.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the 76ers, Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Okafor, and it's Novak in at the point guard position. Now here's Middleton following the missed shot by Tobias Harris.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Houdini. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And defensively, guys, he was just all over the place, forcing turnovers and applying terrific ball pressure.
Here is Novak. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Okafor, the pass to Middleton. Noel, a screen on Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Here's Houdini. He's just been too hard to handle at the offensive end. His scoring average is just under 34 points a game. Fires from the line, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Vucevic has got his second basket of the night. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pick by Okafor. Novak dishes to Noel. He got right to the cup using that screen. Noel's got 5 points so far.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Here's Houdini, defended by Middleton. Oladipo outside. Here's Houdini. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Misses the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Novak kicks to Middleton. There's a screen by Noel. The feed to Novak. Fires the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Vucevic, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Vucevic has got 6.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Grant the pass to Noel. Back to Grant. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The free throw drops for Grant. The Magic making a switch here as Anya's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Magic have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Houdini. Off the screen, and he dunks it down.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
We've got a moment here. Let's now see who the league's top scorers are. Freak number 1.
Leading the league in scoring is no small feat. He's out there every night giving it his best, and the effort is definitely paying off.
And Orlando making a change here. Payne's checked in. Knocked away. Here's Houdini. Inside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
From 17 feet out, and that one's good by Novak. Novak's got his first basket of the night.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
They set the pick. Houdini passes to Gordon.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, guys, those numbers represent a nice step up from what they were last year.
Nene, he's checked in for Vucevic, and he sinks the second. Philadelphia's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Passes it to Lambert. Embiid the screen. Goes up on the wing. Payne grabs the board.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Here's Houdini. He kicks it to Nene. Pass to Houdini. It's stolen by Bogut. With the teardrop, the shot is off. Great D that time from Houdini. Outside Gordon. The 3. Another miss by Orlando. The 76ers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. The steal. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Azania. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Azania's got his first 2 points. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Houdini passes to Hazania. Hits the three-point bomb. Hazania's got 5 points so far.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. Over the last month, let's see how the Magic performed in the NBA statistics. First in field goal percentage. First in three-point shooting. And they're also number 1 in free throw shooting. A team that makes foul shots gives itself and its coaching staff a lot of confidence.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another. And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
Here's Houdini. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Dishes it to Embiid from 10 feet out. A rebound by Johnson.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Here's Houdini. He's got 6. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Johnson kicks to Payne. The Magic again can't hit. Here's Roberts. Here's Mack. The pass to Lambert. A second chance effort. Cannot hit. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game. So for the Magic, Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Johnson. Payne comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Houdini subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Houdini is out there with Payne, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he has 12 points and the 1 steal. That's dominance he's showing us.
Rarely will you see a performance like this one.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets got the job done. He had 37 points, and he did his thing on the defensive side as well, nabbing more than his share of steals. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
There's the double team with Bogut. Payne can't hit.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Mack. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Right now, they're hovering around 55% from the line. That is not going to get it done. That is not good enough. They're leading right now, but that lead could evaporate if they don't up that percentage.
The Magic have gone 5 of 9 at the line. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Embiid the screen. Roberts. Good on the three-point shot. Roberts got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Here's Lambert. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts. Here's Houdini. 6 points for him. Nene, the screen. Here's Houdini. And it's Payne in the corner. Off target from outside. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Lambert. And it's Nene with the rebound.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Second chance shot. Nice D from Bogut. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
Looking to end the run. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Nene. And it seems like we've seen more and more of these guys in recent years. Big men who can shoot the three. Over the last month, these have been the best of them. Aaron Gordon, number 1.
Well, he has such a phenomenal touch from long range. For a player at any position, forget about just among the big men.
Yeah, and that makes him one of the more challenging matchups that any defense is going to face. I mean, who do you put on him? A perimeter defender or a low post guy? It's really a conundrum.
Embiid with a screen on Gordon. Takes the 3. Here's Roberts. Here's Embiid, and it's blocked by Gordon. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Houdini. And it's Payne in the corner. That one's good from the corner. Now just a 1-point Philadelphia lead. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. To the right side. Here's Mack. Gordon with the defensive effort. In the first half. Been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
And on the floor for Randy Whitman as we get into the second half. Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. Then there's Okafor. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Novak in at the 1 spot. Nick by Okafor. Novak kicks to Noel. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Vucevic. The 76ers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. And it's the Magic with the ball. A 2-point game. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
The 76ers have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Here's Houdini. Okafor comes in with the double team. Houdini passes to Gordon. Not enough on that one as it misses. The 76ers leading by 3. Here is Novak. 9 points in the game so far. Feeds it to Okafor. Little turnaround, and it's blocked by Gordon. Here's Houdini. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
At the line, shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, he's had a number of trips to the line, and he's starting to make some of those foul shots now. That could be dangerous.
Both free throws good from Houdini.
Looking at the game for Houdini, he has 8 points and 7 assists.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Novak. Gordon with the defensive effort. Orlando trailing here. Passes it to Houdini. For the lead. Kicks it out to Gordon. All alone. He squares up and sinks it. Gordon's got 5 now. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of them.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
The 76ers have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. That's good from Noel. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Harris dishes to Oladipo. Pass to Houdini. Gordon with a screen on Grant. Houdini passes to Oladipo. Drills the three-pointer. Oladipo's got the lead up to 3 now for the Magic.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Houdini. 8 points for him. He feeds it to Vucevic. And the rejection by Noel. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Orlando making some changes. Johnson comes in for Gordon. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Victor Oladipo. Here is Novak. He's got 11. Now the dish to Noel. Banked in off the glass. Noel's got 4 points now in the quarter. But this game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
Yeah, 6 already. Intensity is the theme for this one.
And the rejection by Noel. Middleton on the wing. Novak with the 3. The shot misses. Nice D from Houdini. Magic have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Makes it off the glass. Houdini's got 10 points in the game.
Sometimes you can catch the defense napping when you make a strong pass like that in transition.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here is Novak. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Shot clock at 2. He had to fade back on that one, but still got it to go. Middleton's got his second basket. Here's Houdini. 10 points for him. To the inside. Stolen by Grant. And now the 76ers on the break. Novak misses. Magic have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. A shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Novak kicks to Noel. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And he gets it to go.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
For the Magic. The 76ers leading by 3. Here is Novak. He's got 11. That's good. Novak's got 5 points in the quarter.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
1 second left. The third quarter comes.
Fans, get ready for your...
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Oladipo and Harris are the wings. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. And it's Houdini at the point. So that's the...
How about the sharp steal and then run out. It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. On the wing, Harris. The pass to Houdini. It's intercepted. And now the 76ers on the break.
It's as if the defense just let him go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Came hard off that pick and finished strong.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
The Magic trail by 5. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. To the middle. And it's Vucevic missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Okafor. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Okafor's got 4 points this quarter. Here's Houdini. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. A wide open look here for Oladipo. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
You know, looking around, he knew one of his teammates was going to be open when they hit him with that double team, and he took advantage.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, Kevin. Randy Whitman was just going over the plan with his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And that one's good.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Okafor with the steal. And it's Middleton penetrating to the paint. Here's Novak, and it's blocked by Gordon. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. That's good. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Here is Novak. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and it'll go to the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Noel. He has 12 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on you.
Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Gordon. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Fires at the elbow. And that one's good by Novak. Novak's got 9 points here in the second half. The Magic trail by 4. Here's Houdini. Goes up off the pick. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Pick by Vucevic. Here's Houdini in a big-time game right there.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up. as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
And that one's good by Novak.
Looks to me like they hit the refresh button here in the second half after shooting less than 40% from the field before the break.
But the defense allowed them to stay in it, and now with the offense looking rejuvenated, they've got to be feeling confident.
Used the screen and took it all the way.
Vital basket there. This is just the time, and really just the situation, when he looks to take over.
High post try. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Houdini to take the lead. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Payne, he's checked in for Orlando. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, he's been having a tough game from the line, but that's more what we're used to seeing from him.
Here is Novak. Grant outside. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Orlando.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
Here's Novak. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And it's Orlando's ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Stolen by Grant. Noel dishes to Novak. Pass to Embiid. Down low. Got a piece of it. Here's Noel. No good. And Orlando will come the other way. And here we go with the Magic fast break. And he drops it in. Just a pretty release there from Houdini. Houdini's got 29.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
.132 left in the fourth. Here is Novak. Back to Middleton. Grant sets a screen for Middleton. He dishes it to Grant. Lets it go with the 3. Good.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Orlando leading by 4. Here's Houdini. Kicks to Vucevic. And it falls over the rim and in.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
.104 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Noel, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Houdini. And the basket by Gordon. And the Magic lead by 6.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
Yes! And now they trail by just 4. 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. On offense, here are the Magic. Here's Houdini, and that one is stuffed right through.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
It's money from deep.
Boy, he quieted the crowd with that big shot. That's a big play.
That was a punch in the gut to these fans. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Fans, get ready for your
Here is Novak. Embiid, the pass to Noel. Middleton, right side. And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Novak kicks to Middleton. Here's Embiid. Missed. And so it's Orlando winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but caught a win nonetheless.
Yeah, it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let them.
Hey. Well, Nick, what can you point to as the team's primary strength for getting this win here tonight?
We were really good on defense, and then once we get stops, we're very good on offense. We got some easy ones, and we just get...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.